Welcome to the Scioto Valley Game of the Week, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And good evening, everybody. We have made it here for this one this evening between the Piketon RedStreaks and the Huntington Huntsmen. First time all year we've been able to make it out to Piketon. We're here for a home game for the RedStreaks. Haven't caught an away game yet for them either. Right now, the Huntsmen of Huntington taking infield. We might actually be starting this one a moment earlier. Looks like we are. We're initially scheduled for a 5:15 start, and we came on here just in time with Seth Throckmorton leading on for the the Huntsmen, and a pitch right there a moment ago by Braylon Oliver, and that's going to be ball one. So 1 ball, no strikes to count here to Seth Throckmorton. We'll get through the lineups here after this at bat. And the pitch here by Oliver is going to be called strike one. Goes down the middle, evens up the count, 1-1. I'd like to thank our sponsors for this evening: First National Bank, Bodkin Hornback Funeral Home, Kershaw Automotive, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. There's a pitch. This one is going to be high up, and it looks like it might be reeled in by Roberts, but no, it went a little too far back, fouled off. For a minute, looked like Rayson Roberts had a play on that for Piketon, but couldn't bring it in. So it is going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Following Throckmorton will be McDonald, then Jordan, Elliott, Lowry, Hirsch, Long, Carson Hindenberger, the DH, and then Cole Barr closing it out. For Piketon, leading off will be Zach Hanna, then Buddy Wilson, Chase Ritchie, Grayson Roberts, Wade Fount, and here's a pitch and a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Throckmorton strikes out. And then from there we got Mason Roberts, and then we've got Day, and then Boddicker and Williams. So again, Hanna, Wilson, Ritchie, Roberts, Fount, Roberts, Day, Boddicker, and Williams. Coming up next is McDonald for the Huntsmen. 1 down here in the top of the first. And here's a pitch coming, and this one's going to be a little bit high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Again, 1 down here for the Huntsmen. This one just starting at Piketon High School. And here's the 1-0, and this is going to be up and towards left field if it's not going to be fouled off, and it is. From this angle, trying to tell, and that's another foul ball. So it is now 1 ball, 1 strike. McDonald here at the plate for Huntington. We talked about it during the Paint Valley game we did with Huntington, but a very senior-heavy squad here for the Huntsmen. Piketon has quite a few seniors as well. And here's Oliver's 1-1, and that one going to be a bit high again, ball 2. So it brings us to a 2-1 count. And right before I came over here, we'll get to that in just a moment. 2-1 by Oliver, and this is going to be a grounder over to the shortstop. I'm going to try to make the play over to first. And can I make it in time? No, they can't get it over to Hanna in time to first, and there's going to be a base hit for McDonald. So Matt Jordan, the senior, coming up next. But stopped over here at the Piketon concession stands, and I'll argue within this region, Piketon might have some of the best concession stand popcorn you'll get around. And I know this from not only doing the basketball games, but here with baseball and some other sports I've done over here, and there's some close competition, don't get me wrong. There's some other schools around here that have some phenomenal popcorn, but I'd be willing to put Piketon's against some of the best of them any day. So 1 down, 1 on base for the Huntsmen, with Matt Jordan batting now. Jordan in left field this evening, and that one's going to be a little low in the dirt for called strike because of the motion there. So otherwise would have been a low pitch, but does bring up an 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike the count here, and ball 1. Thank you all for those just tuning in here on this Total Media Sports live stream. Sprinkled a little bit before the start of this one. The sun's starting to show through, and we'll see how the weather holds. A lot of games in this area have been called off due to severe weather. And gets back over to first, does McDonald safely, trying to get the play over to Zach Hanna, but can't make anything happen. So runner still on base here with one down for Huntington. An even 1-1 count at the plate here to Matt Jordan. And here's the pitch, and this is going to be fouled off. 1-2. So McDonald will head back to first off the dead ball and brings up a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Just starting this one, scoreless at Piketon High School. And here comes the 1-2, and that's going to be on the wild side, and it will advance McDonald off a pass ball. So McDonald now on second off the wild pitch. And that does bring up ball 2. As quickly Roberts comes up and talks to Oliver. 2-2 the count. Here's Oliver's 2-2 coming just a moment, looking over at second. And here's the 2-2, and there's going to be ball 3. Count is full. And you'll probably notice there's been a lot of changes made here in recent times to the Piketon High School baseball field. Some turf on the backstop now, some field improvements, and on top of that, it's most of the way done, but building a new press box, as you can see behind the batters. That's the new press box, and that's going to be in left field and foul. So foul ball keeps the count full. The press box not entirely finished yet, but it's seen quite some progress. They say by next season that it'll be fully ready to use and be fully equipped for media use. And here comes Oliver's full count pitch in just a moment to Matt Jordan with one on second base. And this one is going to go in the right field. They're going to go closer to center, and it is going to be caught there by Buddy Wilson. And looks like McDonald going to advance to third. So Buddy Wilson reeling in out number 2. McDonald now on third base. Buddy Wilson, a name you might be familiar with if you watched Piketon football this year. Part of the Piketon football team. Having broadcasted basketball, I notice a couple names. There's being Noah Ross and Jace Ritchie. Jace Ritchie actually has some decent RBI statistics. We'll get to that later. There's going to be ball 1. He's on the leaderboard for, of course, this is before they put in Southeastern and some other statistics that were missing, but at one point, Jace was leading with RBIs, and there's going to be a foul ball. 1-1 to count now. Jordan down. This is Elliott now. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Brings it to a 1-2 count. Runner just around the corner, though. McDonald on third base. And here's the 1-2, and that is going to roll into the dirt for ball 2. 2-2. Also next door, it is senior night for the Piketon softball team. And here's the pitch. And this one is going to go back, and it is fouled. Trying to make a play on it, but foul ball. Can't see the opposite end of the dugout from over here, so couldn't quite reel that one in. 2-2. With, again, 2 down for the Huntsmen in the top of the first. Here comes a 2-2 pitch to Braden Elliott, and that's going to be fouled back again. Count stands. Once again, a 2-2 pitch coming from Oliver. Ball 3. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That would look to be just a bit outside. The full count coming here by Oliver and fouled back. So the count remains full, 3-2. 2 down in the top of the first. And here comes the pitch. And this one is going to go over towards the direction of Richie, looks like, and it is going to be a single, and it will be an RBI as well as it brings a run home. McDonald in. So now 1-0 Huntington with a base hit by Braden Elliott. Landon Lowry coming up next. So Huntington taking an early lead here in this one in the top of the first. It was a full count situation, pressure on with 2 outs, and Elliott with a big RBI single. And again, now here to Landon Lowry. And Richie going to pick this one up. He's going to throw it over to Hanna, trying to get out number 3, and overthrows it. And it looks like Elliott is going to advance to first base. Runners on the corners now as Lowry is going to be on first. So now 1 on first and 1 on third. Bit of a high throw there by Richie. Continuing go through the lineup now. Now we're to Frankie Hirsch. Lowry on first, Elliott on third. And here comes the pitch by Oliver. And that's going to be ball 1. Piketon here, coached by Jonathan Taters and assistants Corey Johnson, Jacob Matthews, and Andy Roberts. The 1-0 pitch coming, and this is going to be high up, and it is going to be fouled. Looked to maybe go a little closer than it seemed from my angle a moment ago. So the count is 1-1. Hirsch at the plate. 2 down and 2 on base for the Huntsmen with a 1-run lead here in the top of the first. Here comes the 1-1 from Oliver. That's going to drop just inside there for strike 2. Good pitch there by Braylon Oliver. Now Oliver's 1-2 coming, and it is going to be on the wild side, but scoops it up there. It is Roberts. Grayson Roberts reels it in, and it is going to be ball 2. So now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner does advance to second base there a moment ago for Huntington. So now runners on second and third with a 1-run lead. And this is going to be fouled. Foul ball keeps the count here at 2-2. Pitch coming, and this is going to be out towards left field. It's going to be scooped up by the center fielder, Wilson. Goes towards center for out number 3. 1 run brought in by the Huntsmen with the Red Streaks coming up to bat. 1-0 the score heading into the bottom of the first. This is the Side of Valley Game of the Week, streaming live on Total Media Sports.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Heading into the bottom of the first inning with the Piketon RedStreaks coming up to bat. Huntington able to bring a run in, so now it is 1-0 here at Piketon High School. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors for making these baseball broadcasts possible. First National Bank, Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, Kirchhoff Automotive, Quick Stop Lube and Tire of Piketon, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. So thank you. These guys have come through for us this season in a big way, helping us make these Side of Valley broadcasts possible. And waiting on deck for Piketon here will be Zach Hanna, Buddy Wilson, and Jace Ritchie. Hanna is playing first base, Ritchie at shortstop, and Buddy Wilson is all the way out at center field. But the order which they're batting is Hanna, Wilson, Ritchie. At least those three will see an at-bat here in the bottom of the first. And again, now trailing by 1 run as Huntington gets one in. McDonald made it all the way home, and runners were on the corners and then advanced over to second base. So left 2 hanging there. So Piketon able to get out of what could have been an even worse situation, perhaps. On the mound for Huntington, talking about a dangerous pitcher when he turns it on, and that's Andrew Oyer at the mound for the Huntsmen. At catcher is Lowry, Elliott at first base, Alex Long at second, Frankie Hirsch at third, Matt Jordan in left field, McDonald at center, and the Cole Barr in right field. So leading off here is Zach Hanna. Zach Hanna, looking just a couple weeks ago, had one of the highest batting averages in the SVC. And the pitch coming from Oyer, and this is going to be fouled back. Hanna, one of the seniors here for Piketon. The count of the plate to him is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. As Oyer looks in, here comes the 0-1, and another foul ball. Quickly 0-2, here the count. No balls, 2 strikes to Zach Hanna. One to nothing, the score in the bottom of the first, and the pitch by Oyer. And this is going to be into center field, and it is going to be reeled in over there by McDonald for out number 1. So Hanna up and down as Buddy Wilson comes up next. One down for the RedStreaks. Piketon didn't make an error in the last inning, and as we have it here, 3 hits. And there's going to be a called strike to Buddy Wilson. So the count here, 0-1. Pitch coming again, and this one is going to be over towards right field, where it will be caught for out number 2. Barr getting that one. A couple fly balls here by Hannah and Wilson, but both of them being reeled in, with Jace Ritchie coming up next with 2 down. Ritchie, I mentioned it a little bit earlier, also plays basketball for Piketon. Normally was the 6th man out during the season. Following the starting 5, Ritchie was normally not far behind on the pitch by Oyer, and that's going to be a grounder over towards the shortstop Throckmorton to get it over first base to Elliott, and they're going to say Jace Ritchie is safe. He gets a base hit, trying to make a play at first, but Ritchie gets over to first. So Grayson Roberts coming up next. Grayson and Mason Roberts are twin brothers for Piketon. So a base hit puts Ritchie on base. Two outs for the Streaks. And the pitch coming by Oyer is going to be a bit low. Ball 1. That one on the low side. Maybe hoping for a swing in on that one, but didn't quite get it. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 to Grayson Roberts is going to be fouled back. Evens it up at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1, and this is going to go through. It looks like Ritchie's going to make it on second base, and then Grayson Roberts on first. So 2 straight hits for the Red Streaks brings 2 on base, with Wade Fountain coming up next. Another senior. So Fountain coming up. 2 on base. However, right here, here's the kicker, 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning. Unique batting stance there for Wade Fountain. And here comes Andrew Oyer's pitch. Curveball drops in for strike 1. With 2 on base and the pitch by Oyer. And that one comes awful close and looks like it might even be a hit. It is. So now bases loaded for Piketon. Foul makes it there off technicality to first base. So bases loaded here for Piketon, with Mason Roberts coming up next. His twin brother Grayson on the bases right now. Bases loaded for the Streaks, and the heat is on here with 2 outs. Ritchie on third, Grayson on second, and Fout on first. And awarded time, here's Mason Roberts. So here's pitch coming, and this is going to be in the right field, and it is going to drop. Jace Ritchie makes it home, and rounding over is Grayson Robertson, brings in another one, and Piketon takes a 2-1 lead. How about that? 2-1 now. Foul makes it all the way over to third base. Roberts on first, with Kendon Day up now. Day, right fielder. Again, Piketon has taken a 2-1 lead, making the most here of a 2-out situation. The pitch by Oyer going to be a bit high there. So count there, 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on first and third on the corners. And the pitch coming by Oyer. This one's going to slide through. It looks like another run's going to come home for Piketon. 3-1. Leads in. So Day gets a hit. 5 straight at-bats, 5 straight hits for Piketon. As Boddicker comes up next. Tristan Boddicker, he's designated hitter in spot of Braylon Oliver. So now 3-1. And a hot start here for the Streaks. And a pitch by Oyer, gonna be ball 1. One-0 pitch, throwing it over to second, still going to be safe. Mason Roberts safe at second still. Kendon Day on first. And the pitch to Boddicker is going to be ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to count here to Boddicker. The pitch, and that's going to drop just in the inside corner for strike 1. It's an outside corner rather, and so now it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch coming, and this is going to be fouled back. 2-2. Only one more before we go back to the top of the order for Piketon, if we so make it there, and that's Williams coming up on deck possibly. And this is going to go in towards right field and fouled off. Count stays 2-2. Runners on first and second for the Piketon RedStreaks. Zaire looks in for Huntington. 2-2 pitch coming here, and it is going to go through Oyer, and it's going to go over to second base, and they get the tag, and he's going to be out. So 3 down for the RedStreaks, but not before they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits and 3 runs. So Piketon has taken a 3-1 lead over the Huntington Huntsmen as we head into the top of the second inning. Here on Total Media Sports, we'll be back in just a minute.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch. You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Alex Long getting ready to come up to bat for the Huntington Huntsmen. They were able to get a run in the top of the first. However, the Piketon RedStreaks respond with 3 of their own off of 5 consecutive hits. Then following him will be the designated hitter, Carson Hindenberger, and then Barr after that. So down to the bottom of the rotation here for the Huntsmen. As we enter the top half of the second inning, I'd like to thank our sponsors: First National Bank, Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, Kirchhoff Automotive, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. A lot of games in the SVC that were scheduled to play this past week moved over to the 9th of May, so that's going to be this week that those games are going to be made up. We also had the softball tournament draws this past weekend. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But coming up this weekend will be the baseball drawings, I believe. Piketon here, talking about them. Of course, Huntington girls softball, they drew Zane Trace, and Piketon drew a home game against Oak Hill. Again, the girls are next door to us. Senior night for the Lady RedStreaks as they take on Huntington, and the first pitch by Oliver here to Alex Long is going to drop low. Ball one. And the 1-0 by Braylon Oliver is going to be ball two. Three to 1 is the score. Piketon with a 2-run lead in the top of the second. Pitch coming, and that's going to go just inside there for strike one. Down the middle, 2-1 the count. And Braylon Oliver's 2-1 is going to be ball three. Just a little bit low there, so 3-1 the count. And this is going to be playable. Are they going to be able to get it? And they are, yes. It's going to be caught there by Grayson Roberts for out number one. Carson Hindenberger coming up next. One down for the Huntsmen. One down. Barr waiting on deck. The first of the DH here. Hindenberger is batting in place of Andrew Oyer, the pitcher. Neither pitcher seeing an at-bat here. DHs for both. Ball one. Here comes a 1-0 pitch by Braylon Oliver. Is going to get the corner for strike one. 1-1. One pitch coming, and that one coming a little close. It's going to be ball two. Two one coming by Oliver. Going to be ball three. One down in a similar situation as a moment ago. 3 balls, 1 strike. And here's a 3-1 by Braylon Oliver. And this is going to pop over. We're trying to make the play to first in time to Hannah. And it's going to be out. So 2 up, 2 down for Huntington, with Barr coming up next. 2 quick outs here for Huntington. Williams got that one over to Hannah. With 2 down. And here's Elliott's first offering to Barr, and it's going to be a little high. Ball one. Little 1-0. It's going to be strike one. So evens up the count at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 coming. And it's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike two. 2 down for the Huntsmen, trailing by 2. Top half of the second inning. And Oliver's pitch coming, and that's going to be a hit by pitch. Barr going to advance to first as we go back to the top of the order with Seth Throckmorton. Throckmorton playing shortstop this evening for Huntington. He is, I believe, 0 for 1. And the pitch coming, and it's going to be ball 1. One on base for the Huntsman, and the pitch coming to Throckmorton. Pulls back there, and it's going to be another ball. Take a quick time here as coach comes out. Talking things over here for a moment, and a couple rough pitches does bring up a 2-0 count. A hit by pitch a moment ago after that to Barr. Again, 2 balls, no strikes. We'll resume in a moment. The count at the plate to Seth Throckmorton. 2 down here for Huntington, and if you're Piketon, all you need is 1 out. Get out of this inning, and you're already up by 2. The pitch coming, and it's going to be high. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0 count coming from Braylon Oliver. And that's going to be ball 4. Ooh. Yep, ball 4. Just off 4 pitches, and Throckmorton will walk as McDonald comes up next. He is the one who brought in the initial run in this one. Set things in motion, and then Piketon followed suit with 3 of their own. So with 2 down, a 2 on base for Huntington. This one is coming to McDonald, and it is going to be ball 1. One ball, no strikes account here to McDonald. Pitch is coming, and this one is going to be through the bag, and looks like he's coming back through. I think that one was fouled off. Was waiting for the call on that one, and made it there. And also got a special guest just texted me. He's going to be on his way shortly. He'll be here in a matter of minutes. Hopefully be here by the 3rd. And the 1-1 coming is going to be strike 2. 1-2 the count now to McDonald. And my only hint on who this fella is, and I'm basically going to give it away following this 1-2 pitch. One, 2 coming, and that's going to be a little high. So now it's 2-2. Think Piketon football, but Waverly basketball and Waverly baseball on a different end of things. Little hint of who's coming up. 2-2 the count here. And this is going to be a grounder through, and looks like over to third, rounding over, headed home. Trying to make the player to home, and looks like it's going to be 3-2. Huntington brings in another run. So now it is a one-run deficit. Huntington now just within one, with runners on second and third. Matt Jordan up now for Huntington. Here comes Braylon Oliver's pitch. And going to be ball one. One ball, no strikes. Huntington in 2 innings has generated 2 runs in 1 inning, 1 per inning as of now. 1 in the first, 1 and counting in the second. The pitch coming, and this is going to be another grounder. Going to get it over here to first base, down to Hannah, and it's going to be out number 3. So Huntington does get in another run. However, Piketon does keep the 1-run lead here. 3-2 the score now as we head into the bottom of the second with the Red Streaks coming to bat. This is the Side Valley Game of the Week, streaming live on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here in Piketon, 3-2 the score now. Huntington able to bring in another run with Williams coming up next. Eli Williams, he's stepping up. And this is back to the bottom of the order with Zach Hanna and Buddy Wilson waiting on deck. Again, Huntington able to bring in another one. However, Piketon able to stop a tie game situation. A few rough pitches, a hit by pitch also allowed by Braylon Oliver. However, we'll see what Piketon can do here at the plate. Already up by 1 run. Again, Oyer on the mound for Huntington. And a 1-run lead. To lead off the bottom of the second, here's the pitch to Eli Williams and a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Hard swing there. No balls, 1 strike. Oh, on the count, and Williams asks for time, and he gets it. Steps back in. So again, the count at the plate, no balls, 1 strike to Eli Williams for the Red Streaks. And the 0-1 coming by Oyer is going to be strike 2. Pitch come by Oyer, and there's a swing and a miss again. Strike 3. Williams strikes out, and another chance coming here for the senior Zach Hanna. He is over 1. Fly ball was caught out towards center field. That was his first at-bat. So again, 0% here, over 1. As back to the top of the order here for the Red Streaks with 1 out in the bottom of the second. There's going to be called strike 1 from Oyer. The 0-1 coming to Hannah. There's a swing and a miss. Good pitch by Oyer. No balls, 2 strikes. Count to Zach Hannah. Pitch coming again, and this one is going to go through, and looks like Zach Hannah's going to make it on first base. Line drive in the right center. Now he's 50%. Buddy Wilson comes up next. So another hit here for the RedStreaks, the first of the evening for Zach Hannah. 1 on base with 1 out. Bottom half of the second inning. Oyer looks in, pitch, and looks like he's shaping up the bunt. Wilson gets the bunt, and looks like he is going to advance over to first safely, and Hannah will move up to second. So the bunt works for Buddy Wilson, with Jace Ritchie now coming to bat. Shortstop. Ritchie ended up coming home after his first at bat. He initially started on base, and then as the hits progressed, Ritchie was able to get home. So he's 100%, 1 for 1. Wilson and Hannah both redeeming themselves with hits. They both got out in the first at bat for them. Oyer's pitch coming here to Jace Ritchie. And this one is going to be over, and it's going to be reeled in for out number 2. Looks like the second baseman, Alex Long, got that one. So Ritchie down with Grayson Roberts coming up next. Roberts up to bat. With 2 down for the RedStreaks. Runners on first and second. A 1-run lead as well, 3-2 the score. Pitch coming by Oyer, and that's going to be fouled back. 0-1. And thankfully the net's there. That one would have went straight for our face. 0-1 the count. No balls, 1 strike to Grayson Roberts. Runners on bases for the Streaks. Oyer looks in for the pitch, and that one looks like they're trying to steal third, and he'll do so. Runners advance and move up. Zach Hannah now on third base. Buddy Wilson on second. One. Are they debating batter interference? Chad Carroll up here, coach for Huntington, questioning that, and looks like they're going to stand on their decision, so runners will remain on second and third. Pleading his case, but not to be. Now here's 1-1 coming. And he got the swing on that, but that one would have went way low. Swung on a very low pitch there for strike 2. And the pitch coming, 1-2. And this one's going to slide through. Are they going to be able to make the play over to first in time? And looks like he's going to be safe. Another run scores for the RedStreaks. Zach Hannah gets in. And an RBI for Grayson Roberts. So now it is 4-2. Piketon now with a 2-run lead once again. And still working here as Wade Fout comes up next. And Are they taking the run back? Are they saying it was an out there? They were talking things over. And if that's the case, looks like, yeah. So they're taking that back. So they're going over to the dugout, so it looks like we're going to take ourselves a break here. So it's going to go back to 3-2 should here in a moment. Yep, 3-2. So we're going to take a break here, and we'll be back with the top of the third inning here on Total Media Sports. We'll be back in just a moment.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Matt Jordan getting ready to come up to bat for the Huntington Huntsmen. And, well, after that, we should have Elliott and Lowry. And joining me now here as we get ready for the top of the third inning. And I don't know how I was able to poach you away from Coach Knob, but I got T-Fred here with me, joining me for the top of the third inning. And, well, as you can tell here, Freddie, Piketon with a one-run lead. And there was another run a moment ago. Couldn't quite tell what the argument was about there a second ago, but they did take the run back. I think it was called out. And of course, Coach Carroll came out and was talking about that. And ball one right there. Matt Jordan, the senior, batting for Huntington. So the count is 1-0. Pitch coming, and this one is going to go in the left field, and looks like Matt Jordan is going to get a hit.
Base hit to left.
Yes, sir. Was worried there for a second. A cat might have got your tongue.
No, I'm just taking it all in. Different perspective, just got out of practice. And Hank, thanks for having me on, and it's always a pleasure to get on the radio, TV.
Yep. As coming up next here is going to be Elliott. Elliott.
And coming out of the game there is the lefty. Or no, that was the righty. That was 6. Was that Oliver?
Yes. Wait, no, Oliver's
pitch and change.
Oh, pitch and change, yep. Yeah, because Oliver, he allowed a hit by pitch, and there were some rough pitches, and looks like Coach Teeter's seen enough, so we're going to have a pitch.
Hanna.
So Zach Hanna's now going to pitch. Hanna's moving over from first base. Hanna was at first, and now he's going to be at the mound pitching for Piketon, and we'll see who moves over to first base. So Hanna pitching now. We're going to have some pitching change, and we'll take a look at that in just a moment.
So just to recap, since I wasn't here, can you remember how everybody scored there? There were 3 runs for Piketon and 2
So 3 runs here for Piketon. This came, of course, there was a couple hits here. Richie got the first 5 straight hits for Piketon.
Okay.
So Richie got one. Robert Grayson, both Roberts twins got one. Wade Fout got one. And it was Richie, Grayson Roberts, and Wade Fout that made it back. Fout actually, if I remember correctly, got a hit by pitch. I forgot to label that down. And then Roberts and then Dave followed that. But Boddicker, the designated hitter, got the 3rd out. They got 5 straight hits off of a 2-out situation.
That's big.
So Hanna and Wilson, they go out. And then from that point forward, 5 hits from Piketon. And almost had another run, of course, as we were talking about a moment ago. But it does stay at 3-2 here. And Huntington, their runs have come off of course, one in the first, one in the second. McDonald, he got a base hit, eventually made it all the way back. And then, of course, one in the second inning.
All right.
So that kind of catches you up here. So luckily, the weather is held for the most part here. Now, I got a text from the madman. We actually called. We were talking before the game, Mike Davis, and he was over near the A plant, and it was coming down pretty hard over there.
Yeah, it was raining a little bit at my house, which I live not too far from there, and so. But you said it was still on, so I made my appearance.
We only got a light drizzle as of right now, but knock on wood, I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, it don't look like it's going to do anything drastic. If it does, it won't be very long.
Well, for now, it's holding, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, this is a nice little tent you guys got here.
Yep, got ourselves a 100.9 Hank FM tent, got that. And that's, of course, while they're working on the press box, getting this thing finished up over next door to us. And, Freddie, of course, that's a new thing over here for Piketon. But I know you know a little bit. Of course, you guys had the scrimmage. There's going to be called ball. And, of course, you guys were over here. Waverly was at scrimmage Piketon before the season started. And on top of that, just you can tell a lot of different changes here to the Piketon baseball field.
Yep. Yeah, this was first built my second to last year as a coach. We played on it the first year, and it's come a long way.
Strike one there, 1-1 to count. And of course, they got the backstop turf put in.
Yep.
And they're working over here on getting a new, they just got to get a smaller thing there by the backstop with the Piketon logo on it. And the pitch there is going to be a little bit out for, a little close there for calling ball. So 2-1 the count.
I believe this is Elliott batting,
This is
according to your stat book here.
Yes, my always dependable stat book. The 2-1 coming here in a moment from Zach Hanna. Looks like Elliott is on first base now, by the way. I'll make that change. So they just changed from...
Okay, so Elliott's on first. This means
Oliver, excuse me. Oliver.
Oliver,
I was thinking the wrong thing. My bad.
Yeah, Oliver defensively, yeah.
Defensively, Oliver's on first base.
I meant to tell you that, and that's my fault. Haven't been doing enough games. First one.
You haven't done baseball in quite a while, have you?
It's been a while.
Pitch coming, and this one's going to be a line drive, and it looks like another base hit. So now 2 on base for the Huntsmen. Another hit there, and the hits keep it coming here. No outs, Freddie, for Huntington.
Well, Zach got behind the count there, and he came in with a fastball, and it was just middle plate.
So it does bring up 2 on base, and then if that's the case, then Lowry's coming up next.
Lowry's up. It could be a bunt situation here, big guy. I don't know. He's a big hitter. He's the 5 hole.
It looks like.
If he's bunting, we'll see.
Pitch coming by Hanna. He is. He caught it and fouled. Not quite enough there, and it's going to be foul ball. So it'll be 0-1 when they change it.
Well, I'm glad I dressed a little warm because I thought you guys might be in the press box. And
well, yeah, I'm glad you did dress a little bit warm. I should have probably given you the heads up, but on top of that, it's a little bit chilly out this evening, and now I can handle a little bit of cold. And pitch coming here in just a moment. Still shaping up the bunt, and that one does roll forth, and Hanna going to throw it over to first base and overthrows. An errant throw, and that is going to bring the tying run in for the Huntsmen. So run scores. Slides back over to third, and another errant throw over there, but looks like runners will stay on third base. It is going to be tied up now. 3-3 the score in the top of the third, and Piketon had a comfortable 2-run lead not that long ago, and then, of course, in the second inning. So that makes it all 3 innings runs for Huntington.
Yeah, he had trouble squaring up his shoulders on that bunt coverage there, and he's a lefty. So it might have been better if he had spun around and threw it to first because he threw it inside out, and that's where the ball went. This is a tough play. It's a good bunt.
Oh, yeah. Pitch coming here. Mahanis looks like he's going to bunt, too.
Another bunt.
And this one actually got a hit on it. And it brings in an RBI as well. So an RBI single for him off that bunt. And Huntington has taken the lead. 4-3. So Huntington with 2 runs here in the third inning. Now 4-3 the score. No outs yet either.
Well, Zach would have had a play, but he slipped out there on the turf because it's still a little wet out there.
A little bit. Like I said, we did have a drizzle come through here. Nothing heavy. And we were looking over here, Freddie. You can see the crowd pouring over next door to us. It's senior night for softball.
Yes, I see.
It's,
Good crowd over there.
yeah, then also there looks like they're working on their own press box for
Yes, they
softball.
are. Yes, they are.
And
It's the first time I've been out to any games because we've always had practice or games, and I haven't seen anybody. Now, next week I got a scout.
yeah, definitely a culture shock for you, isn't it? Going from the first baseline where normally we see you out there coaching, and then back here to the broadcast booth. Called strike a moment ago. 0-1.
Yeah, and Hirsch moved up on that pitch from first to second.
Good eye there. So the 0-1 coming from Hannah, and that is
It's
going
gonna be
to
down.
drop into left center and bring in another run for Huntington.
Here comes another one.
And another one.
Nope.
No,
Stop.
He's going to stop. So that does bring in another run, though, 5-3. Good inning here for the Huntsmen. They've got 3 runs and counting.
4 hits in the inning.
Runners on the corners on first and third.
And it's
It looks like Coach T coming back up.
who's this batter here? Himmelberger?
That's Hindenburger.
Hindenburger.
Carson
Okay.
Hindenburger. He's the designated hitter for the pitcher earlier.
Yes.
Now, here's the million-dollar question, Freddie. Can you read my chicken scratch?
Well, that's what I was getting ready to ask you. I knew it was something burger, but I couldn't tell.
Burger. Whataburger?
Hindenburger. All right. I got that. DH. I'll make a note since
So
I just
Hindenburger.
got here.
So, yep, Hindenburger, the designated hitter. Yeah, and he's batting in place. And
Hindenburger. And now it's Barr, I believe.
let me double-check this real quick, T-Friend, because looks like that's Throckmorton leadoff and deck.
Well, that'd be right because Barr's in the 9-hole. Throckmorton's on deck.
Right, yep.
Two,
Okay, I was just
three,
making sure we
four,
were on the
five,
right
6,
position
7, 8. Yeah.
here. Yeah, so we're on the right
Barr's
spot.
up and then the top of the order.
All right, yep. So runners on bases here for the Huntsmen. First and third. Pitch coming here from Zach Hanna. 5-3 lead for the
Baiting.
Huntsmen. And looks like he got him. Yep, hit by pitch. And the bases are loaded. And the bases loaded, and he's limping. That one got him good.
What did Hindenburger do? I missed what he did.
So Hindenburger, he got
He got
out.
the base hit?
No, his only. That was his. Yeah, he got the base hit. Barr is out. Well, Barr's got hit by pitch. He
Hit
got
by
it.
pitch,
I was looking
yeah.
over, and he got it. That's his second hit by pitch. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot he got it before too. So he's been taking them. Didn't realize that until
So
a moment
the
ago.
bases are loaded.
Yes, sir. Bases loaded for the Huntsmen, and up by 2. No outs here, and
Top of the order.
once again a long third inning defensively for Piketon.
Mm-hmm.
Had a good start, and of course made a pitching change. So we might have had a pinch runner as well on first base. After the hit by
no,
pitch.
he ran down there to get his helmet, get a helmet switch. He's
All right.
it's still Barr on first base. Ducks on the pond.
Pitch coming here, and
Hit
this
foul.
is going to go in the left and fouled off. Sometimes from this angle it can be hard to tell, but it's going to be fouled 0-1.
Excuse me.
So no balls, 1 strike the count here. And you guys were supposed to play today, correct? Before we got right down
Medford, we got him scheduled for tomorrow, coming to our
tomorrow.
place.
And what else is looking? What else you guys got this week?
Man at Clear Creek home Wednesday, and then Friday we're at Lancaster Fairfield Union,
That's at Beaver Stadium, right?
Beaver Stadium, and then Saturday doubleheader with the Mohawks at Northwest.
So long week ahead for you, and there's going to be a high pitch.
Yeah, basically 2 weeks left in the season.
2 weeks, and then I mentioned it a little bit earlier, closer to the top of the broadcast. Baseball draws coming up for tournament. We just had softball just yesterday. Those draws came out, and as I mentioned earlier, Piketon will be taking on Oak Hill. Huntington will be taking on St. Trace. The 1-1, and that's going to be fouled off. So another foul ball brings it to 1-2. And as for your Waverly Tigers, they're traveling all the way up to Washington County to take on Warren. And then from there, the winner of that one has to go to Logan to take on Jackson.
Well, I'll just say this right now. Eric, if you're listening, I'll pass on that game.
You don't want to make that trip up to Washington
I've
County?
already been up there.
You went there for basketball,
Yeah.
didn't you, when they took on Eastern Megs?
Yes, sir.
And that was, what was that, part of a classic they had going on over there?
The Warrior Classic.
Warrior Classic. And so there's that one, and then again from there, winner plays Jackson at Logan. And talking some things over here, Robert's up there with Hannah.
Well, this is a big out for the Streaks. They need an out right here.
As the count, and I've said this a couple times, and apologies for those listening if I've kind of broken a record at this point, but there are 0 outs, none. And a must, yeah, you just got it at this point. It's a must. You got to get it out here. 1-2 the count coming here from Zach Hanna. 1-2 coming. Here's the pitch, and swing and a miss. There's a strikeout.
This big out for Zach.
Strikes Throckmorton out. Coming up next is McDonald.
Yep, that's out number 1.
Able to get one here finally, and sometimes, earlier in the season, I'm trying to keep a stopwatch, to see how long the game's going to go. I wonder if I could keep one just for this inning alone.
Mm-hmm.
With one down, pitch coming, fouled off. Got a little bit of that one. 0-1 the count. And we're talking again, softball draws and baseball draws. Is that this week?
Sunday.
As I thought so. It would be this Sunday.
Got to turn everything in your bio by 12 midnight Wednesday.
Okay. So
We're
the
hoping
cutoff is Wednesday, and everything passes in.
Everything comes to play Sunday.
We'll see how favorably that works for some of our area teams. And the 0-1 coming. It's going to be ball 1. Last year, tournament run, you guys made it all the way over to OU, and talking about a nice field for anyone who might get an opportunity to play over there. That's still a sight this year and going to be fouled off. Also heard maybe a couple tournament games over at the VA this year for baseball. We'll see about that. And then, of course, a couple other neutral sites as well. Looking over here a little bit while we're talking about softball draws as well. Western takes on Green. That's going to be at the University of Rio Grande in Gallia County. And Eastern takes on Peebles, and that will be at Eastern Beaver. And the winner of that takes on Lynchburg Clay at Uniota. The 1-2 count, the pitch here to McDonald, and looks like it's trying to move ahead home, and they're saying safe. So there's another one. Another run scores for the Huntsmen, so it should be 6-3. McDonald down now. Jordan coming up next. Matt Jordan.
You bat it around.
2 down for Huntington. So now a 3-run lead with 2 outs. Unfortunately, gave up another run, but does get closer to the end of the inning here with another out. So now 2 down for the Huntsmen. Jordan coming up next. Pitch coming to the senior Jordan, and that's going to go through Hannah.
Make a play.
They're trying to make the play over to first base, and there is going to be to Oliver for out number 3. So a rough one, and Huntington now has a 3-run lead over the Piketon RedStreaks, 6-3, as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning with Piketon coming to bat. This is the Side Valley Game of the Week, streaming live on Total Media Sports.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
As Wade Fountain comes up next for Piketon, back here, Hayden Milliken, T. Fred, Tim Frederick. So Wade Fountain coming up to bat here for the RedStreaks. He got hit with a hit by pitch earlier. Fountain comes back in, and so Fountain was in when we were talking earlier when Piketon had their hot streak. Now they're trailing by 3 runs. 6-3 the score now in the bottom of the third. A great run by the Huntsmen in the top half of the third inning, and a long one. Piketon able to finally get out of the inning, but not before allowing multiple runs. And a pitch here by Andrew Oyer is going to be called strike one. So 0-1 the count here to Wade Fountain. Fountain, of course, I was talking a little bit about this earlier, but now they got someone to talk to about it. So I was talking about all the seniors on this Piketon team. Fountain, yet another senior for Piketon. Pitch coming, and going to be a little close there for ball one. 1-1. So Fountain, then you got both the Roberts twins, and then plus Buddy Wilson and Zach Hanna and Noah Metzger, who's not playing this evening, and Buddy Armstrong, same for him. So quite a few seniors on this Piketon team, and it's going to be ball 2. 2-1 the count now to Wade Fountain. Fountain's been playing left field. Six to 3 the score for those just tuning in. The 2-1 pitch coming from Oyer, and that's going to drop in 2-2.
Little breaking ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Does its job and gets another strike on the board. 2-2.
Looks like that game's over with down there. Looks like they're shaking hands. Softball.
I'll have to see if maybe I can text somebody from that I know that was over there and maybe get a final score on that one. That or we can catch them as they come by, and Fountain gets time. Must not have took long, so they started around the same time of us, so that might have even been a run rule over there.
It probably was. It'd have to be, because when
I
I pulled in, it was the 4th inning.
So I'm assuming it was. And the pitch there by Oyer is a swing and a miss. And foul. Heard someone signal foul, but he swung on that, so I don't know if he got any of it. But the count is 2-2.
Well, they're saying it's a foul ball, and he's saying it's not.
Regardless, the count is 2-2.
They're going to ask first base umpire.
Talk this over, and couldn't really tell. It kind of happened so fast from this point of view.
No, I had turned to look down at the girls softball field, and I mean, I saw him swing, but I don't know, Hank, if he tipped it or not. Nope. Strike 3 out.
And they're going to say, yep, strike 3, so he's out. So out number 1.
Mason Roberts coming to the dish.
Out number 1, and then coming up next is Roberts.
Day on deck.
Yes, sir. Mason Roberts coming up next. Third baseman. So with 1 down here for the Streaks. Roberts got a hit earlier. He was eventually stopped at second base. You'll notice, of course, the way I do the book, I'll draw the line towards first base, and then from there I try to cross it out, but it's not the easiest to see, and foul ball right there. So the count is going to be 0-1 to Mason Roberts.
Well, Streaks need to, it'd be nice to get a run or two back this inning after that long last inning.
See what they can do with an 0-1 count, already one down for Piketon. The 0-1 coming here by Oyer, and it is going to be fouled off. Fouled off. It's going to be a ball. See, sometimes I get my English messed up here a little bit. So it is going to be 1-1. So the 1-1 pitch coming here in just a moment. One down. Nobody on base right now, and steps out for a moment. Takes time, and he's back in.
Yeah. What did he do the first time up, big dog? I can't
Roberts,
tell.
he got a single.
Okay.
Roberts, and here's the pitch to him, and swing and a miss.
I saw a line where you drawed him up there, but there wasn't nothing up here, so I
Yeah,
marked
because
it.
Day got the hit, as you can see after, then Roberts moved up to second.
So Day got a hit too the first time.
Day followed up after Roberts. So
All
the
right.
1-2 coming here. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 down already for Piketon. And here's Oyer's pitch, and it looks like he'll try to get it over first base if he can hold on to it. And he is going to be safe. And it looks like Elliott didn't quite have a hand in on that one, so couldn't quite reel that in over at first. And there's going to be a base hit for the Streaks.
I'm giving him an error,
And the error as well. So
both on the throw and the fielding.
didn't look like he had that over at first. It looked like he
He
hit the
didn't.
dirt and then he scooped it up.
Yep.
So yeah, that'd be an error.
Pinch runner, 15.
So if that's the case, coming in to pinch run is Bodie Armstrong.
Now, of course, the rules in baseball, the starting player can re-enter one time. Bodie will be done after he performs his pinch run. Non-starters do not get a re-entry. Once they're used, they are done.
So 1 and done. 1 down, and again 1 out.
And it's Day at the plate.
The pitch coming here in just a moment to Kendon Day. Looks over to first, but he's still on the plate safely. Pitch coming and slides back over the back again.
The pickoff attempt was not.
Tried that twice in a row and couldn't get anything of it either time.
Well, that's slow track over there. I can tell from looking at it. It's a little tacky. So you got to be careful over there.
The pitch coming, and it looks like this one's going to go
Base hit.
through, and another base hit. So Day is going to move up to first. Roberts going to now be on second. Mason Roberts, that is. And now Boddicker, the designated hitter, coming up. He got out his first at-bat. And so now he is over 1.
What did he do his first at-bat, you remember?
I believe it was just, okay, so Boddicker was the last hitter before Williams came in the next inning. And Boddicker got out.
Okay.
So I believe it was a play over at first base, if I remember correctly.
That's all right. We'll just put that out up there.
And a pitch here, looks like he's lining up the bunt. Pulls back.
Yeah, with 1 out, we'll see
Ball
what
1
Johnny's
called.
Coach Teeters is up to here. They need to get 1 or 2 back after that long inning.
That was a rough one for him. And so again, runners now on first and second.
Huntington definitely in bunt coverage.
And that's going to be fouled back. 1-1.
We'll see if Coach Teeter stays with the bunt. Now, I believe Johnny doesn't give signals. He calls out numbers, and they got it on their wristbands, and it tells them what they're going to do.
1-1 coming here. Oh, you're keeping an eye out, and they are still going for that bunt.
Yep.
And he gets a little bit of that one, but Oyer scoops it up.
No play.
And nothing's going to be made on that one. Bases loaded for the RedStreaks.
Indecision. I don't know what to call it on that. I mean, I can give him a hit, but indecision on the pitcher's part there. Well, he looked to go to third with it, Hank, and it was too late. Obviously, the best play to get when it's bunted like that is your closest bases, which are third or first. So second, there's no way because he had too big of a lead at first.
So now we are to Williams, back to the bottom of the order.
Number 9 hole, Williams.
Eli Williams.
Struck out, looks like the last time.
Yes, he did. Yep, struck out. Looks like Williams
Gotta
gets
run.
a swing on that one, but there's a play over to second, one down. And
Double
play.
play. 6-4-3 to end it.
Yep, and 2 more down, and it looks like the score is going to stand 6-3 for the time being. Huntington still with a 3-run lead. We'll be back in just a moment here on Total Media Sports.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe. With 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here at Piketon, where the score is still 6-3, heading into the top of the 4th inning. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, First National Bank, Kirchhoff Automotive, Quick Stop Lube and Tire of Piketon, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. And, well, T. Fred, I'm going to let you have at it here for the 4th inning with the Huntsmen coming up back. You got the top and bottom. You better not strike out.
I'll try not to. It's my voice is a little rispy, but that's from talking at practice
I've
already.
never noticed it.
But it's fun. I love baseball. Good to be here at Piketon and helping you out and the guys here. Of course, we all know each other from basketball and football. But for the Huntsmen, it'll be Lowry, Hirsch, and Long here in the 4th. Top of the 4th, they're up 6-3, and Hannah on the hill. And let's see, Elliott the last time got a single. Of course, that was a big inning. They scored 4 in that 3rd inning and batted around.
Now, Elliott sometimes, I've seen this firsthand, Freddie. Elliott's also, when he's assigned to it, also is sometimes pitcher for them. He just committed to play for the University of Rio Grande. Great on the mound as well, but tonight playing first base.
There's a ball low in the dirt by Hannah. It's important to stay ahead in the count.
So this is Elliott, yep. 1 ball, no strike.
Elliott is the right-handed hitter. Inside again. Looked like a breaking ball running in on him. So 2 balls. This is a hitter's count, but Zach's got to be careful here. You don't want to lay it right over the middle. Hitters love this count. There's the pitch. Up high, 3. 3-0. Definitely taking, I would say.
Count of the plate, 3 balls, no strikes.
And it kicks and deals. There's a strike. Taken all the way. He'll be swinging on this one. Another hitter's count, 3-1 to Elliott. And the delivery. Slotted to center field back. Goes Buddy Wilson. He's chasing. He ain't going to get it. Gets by. And on his way to second base. is Elliott. He'll stand in with a double. That one just was hit pretty good, but he tracked it but couldn't get it.
That one had some hang time, Freddie. It went all the way back to the fence. There for a moment, I thought it might even go all the way, but it does drop just past center field.
Yeah, I'm going to show you something here. Since they batted around here, that's why I put that 4 up there. So inning number 4 is here. Every time you go to another inning, you go to the next column.
All right, so Elliott now with the double, and coming up next is Landon Lowry.
Lowry. What did he do the first time there?
Lowry, he came home at one point, I believe. Now, he made it. He got
on an error.
He got on error, and then, of course, there was a hit following that.
Yep, he's going to square the bunt, and he tops it to third. It's foul. Good effort. Matter of fact, he was drag bunting there. Try to get a Piketon girls score. If I can see one of them I know, I can say, hey, man, what was the score?
Piketon wins 12-1.
No surprise there. The Lady Streaks only with 2 losses. I believe they're 18 or 19-2, somewhere in there.
Had some of the Huntington softball girls here behind us.
Again,
Oliver
playing up for the bunt. Elliott at second. 1 strike the count. Hannah delivers. Ripped to left field down the line, foul. So we got 2 strikes on them. They've hit several balls down the left field line. So they're a little bit early on the pitch.
Count is now 0-2.
Hannah needs an out. Preferably a K here, but we'll take anything as long as it's an out. And the runner doesn't move up. In the stretch he goes, checks the runner at second. And the delivery, ooh, high and tight. Almost got him. Ball 1, strike 2.
From this angle, that pitch looked a little close for comfort, and I thought that one might whack him square in the face.
Well, it was close. Hannah again. Ahead in the count, here he comes. Outside corner, just missed. Must have been out because Roberts didn't hold it there. Sometimes a catcher will hold it for a pause just to let the umpire say, hey, man, I thought that was there. 2-2 the count, even though the board is wrong. Breaking ball reaches and fouls. So staying alive is Lowry, and teeters to the mound. Will it be a Skyline Chili call to the bullpen or not?
Skyline Chili call.
Yeah, you watch the Reds, don't you?
A Reds game over here.
That's right. I always say, and it is Skyline Chili call to the bullpen.
We were talking about this the other day, if you'll remember, because we were talking about the Reds and their broadcasters, and talking about a standing double or a stand-up double.
I'm going to say stand-up. That's my call. But it's both. They're both right. But Bodiger is going to be on the hill now.
This is the second pitching change here for Piketon, and Bodiger, who's been in the DH slot, is now coming up to pitch.
Yeah. Well, let's see if Hannah goes back to first base.
Actually, yes, Tristan Bodiger. So he's coming up, and see where Hannah goes. So yet another pitching change here. Coach Steiner's coming up and deciding it's time to make another move up here, and Bodiger now warming up for a second.
Well, as soon as we see where Mr. Hannah goes, I'm going to assume first base.
And the count at the plate is 2-2 when we resume the at-bat.
Yep, Hannah's back at first. So Oliver is out right now. So trying to get our stat sheets all squared away. You know, I meant to bring you a clipboard, and as soon as I got here, I looked at my trunk. And I said,
don't worry, we don't need it today. We're doing just fine.
Well, the table helps, but still, it's, you know, you can keep track of your pay. You might need a couple clipboards.
Wouldn't hurt. Bodiger taking just a moment here to warm up, and again at the plate is Lowry. Hirsch following up after this. So just taking a moment here. And
So you got any more games this week, Hank?
so, yes, Friday, I'm not part of the Side of Valley Game of the Week, but on Friday, I'll be over at Eastern here in Beaver doing a softball game against Oak Hill. And then next time I'm around for Side of Valley for the Side of Valley Game of the Week, I'll actually be with you guys when Waverly takes on Zane Trace.
That'll be the following Friday.
Yes. So not many games left on the regular season rotation for yours truly. We'll see what tournament holds. Don't really have anything to say one way or the other in regards to the plans for that as of right now, but Camp counts too.
This is Lowry, right?
Yes.
Lowry at the plate, 2-2 with a new pitcher, Boddicker, on the mound. Yeah, see, he comes in, nice fastball, but it's out on the outside for a ball, so it's going to be full up. So, tough situation for number 13, but he's, hey, next man up. As Elliott leads off second. Williams holding him on. There's the full count, and he walks him. I'll make a note of that. So we got first and second, and Hirsch, Frankie Hirsch. I believe, is this Hirsch?
Yes.
Number 10. That's why I'm trying to write
I've
these
also got my
down.
roster here, Freddie. So
do you?
the ones that you don't get, Coach Carroll had texted me over one. So I'll try to get some of these numbers
That's all
for
right.
you.
How about
Frankie
Hirsch?
Hirsch is number 10, yes.
Long is number 11.
Long is number 14.
14, that's right.
Long is number 14. Henneberger is number 11.
Okay. That's good
so
for
that
right
should
now.
sort it away for the time being for you. There you
For
go.
the time being, yes.
Now you're caught up.
A little bit. Little pick-off move to second. As Richie pops in behind the runner, but safe is the call. Another big inning looming here, Hank. It's not. They've got to get out of these big innings. As Boddicker kicks and deals, they're stealing. Fake bunt steal, and they both move up. So now runners are at second and third. Whoops, I marked the wrong ones. Second and third as Coach Carroll rolls the dice on stealing bases. So Hirsch, ground ball to the middle. Williams has got it. It's going to play to run as he throws over to Hannah and gets out number 1. But a runner does score. And we'll color that diamond in. And now it's runner at third. And the batter is number 14, Long.
So Long comes up. It is now 7-3. Huntington with a 4-run lead. And as Freddie said a moment ago, 1 down.
Yep, 1 out. Runner at third. And Long, the hitter, Boddicker, showing bunt. A safety squeeze bunt. Here comes the throw to the plate. No, he came and he can't throw it to the plate. He bobbled it. That's where he was trying to go.
Brings
And the
another
run
run
scores. The run scores, so that's an error. He won because he had a chance to make the play and didn't. So now Henneberger is up at the plate with a man on first, 1 out, and it is now 8-3 Huntington. When that wind doesn't blow, it's not bad.
No, and thankfully the weather has held for us here and get a lot of area games canceled, so glad we're able to get this one in.
Swing and foul for Henneberger. Strike 1. 1 out here in the 4th. It's 8-3. Huntington with 2 big innings back-to-back, 4 in the 3rd, and now 2 so far here in the 4th.
And Barr waiting on deck.
There's the pitch, low. Nice scoop by Roberts. Look for him to move the runner here. Might do a little H&R hit and run or just a straight steal. We'll see. There's a ground ball to short. Richie's got it. He's going to step on second. Over to first. Got him. Double play.
Double play.
So that'll end the inning. 2 runs on 1 hit. And nobody left on. So after 3.5, 8-3 Huntington. Back in a minute.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Alrighty, back here at Piketon High School. T. Fred, the Hankster, Julian and Corbin. The Four Stooges today, right, guys?
Are we counting Mo, Larry, Curly, and Ship?
Who knows? We're just laughing, guys, so don't take me seriously.
8-3 to score here.
Hannah leading it off. What did you say he did the first time?
So Hannah got a
Or
base
last
hit.
time.
What I was talking about with this is Hannah got originally, it was a fly ball in the center. McDonald reeled it in. Hannah bounces back, and he gets a base hit next time around. And then after that, I'm going to mention this as well, and then following that, the next at-bat was, of course, Buddy Wilson. He got a hit, and both of them redeemed themselves because they both got fly balls. Wilson's went to the right. And so a couple hits there, and we'll see what Zach Hannah can do. Hannah made it all the way back home and scored a run his last.
All the way around, huh?
Well, not during the at-bat, but, of course, with the hits that followed from Wilson and so forth.
Well, 8-3 is your score as we go to the bottom of the fourth, and Zach Hannah to lead off, the lefty. 1 for 2 on the day as Oyer delivers outside, ball one.
And our old friend, the sun, has decided to make
Feels
an
good,
appearance.
too, buddy. Feels real good.
Wasn't that old song says, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone?
That's it. Breaking ball strike. Oyer's got a nice breaking ball. And that's a lot of confidence when a pitcher is behind in the count and throws a breaking ball for a strike. Uncle Charlie, as I say. The old curveball. 1-1 is the count. And, boy, that sun is really making things look pretty. Ooh, high strike.
Hey, we'll take it. It's warming up out here.
Feels great. The bullpen action down there for Huntington to our left. I can't see the number. It looks like 15 or 16. I can't tell from here.
Yeah, if I wasn't nearsighted, I'd be able to tell you.
Same boat. Here's the pitch. Hannah fouls it off to the left. Stays alive. Got to get that leadoff man
16.
aboard.
I think it's a 16.
16,
Let me
so-
pull this up and let me see what I got. It looks like it might be 16.
That's what I said.
Dunaway.
Dunaway?
That'd be Dunaway if it's 16. Ronnie Dunaway.
Well, we'll see if he gets on the mound. We can see him a lot closer. I don't have eagle eyes like I used to.
I just kind of see out distance, and yes, it is 16, so it is Ronnie Dunaway.
Curveball slashed to second, or excuse me, short. And up with it is Throckmorton to throw to first. Got him. As Elliott stretches out and makes the play. So a 6-3 put out for out number one here in the fourth.
Buddy Wilson coming up next.
Looks like Wilson had a hit his last time.
He did. Base hit, I was talking about a moment ago.
Oh, that's right. You said something about it.
And Buddy Wilson, he got a base hit, and that was following Zach Hannah's base hit. So 2 back-to-back hits.
Wilson can really run, as we know from football. And he takes a hack at a high fastball, strike one.
Running back, correct, for football?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. He will be missed this season, I can tell you that.
Of course, with you being the football guy and me being the basketball guy, looking down here, between the both of us, we recognize a good bit of these faces from other sports.
Excuse me.
And here's the 0-1.
There it comes. Oh, your sidewinder. Try to drop down and fool him a little bit, but it's outside. 1-1 is the count.
You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say you had a long day of practice.
Yeah, I'm a little tired. A little hungry, too. There's another sidewinder pitch, tails to the inside, ball 2.
And 2-1 to count. I'm feeling a little hungry myself there, Freddie. But had myself a bag of popcorn to hold me off in the meantime. 2-1 coming from Oyer.
Yeah, Oyer lines and the pitch. Curveball popped to the right side. Over goes Elliott, and he's got it for out number 2. So
2 up, 2 down.
An F3 fly out to the first baseman. And that brings up Mr. Roberts. Or no, Ritchie.
Jace Ritchie.
Jace Ritchie, 14. And he's 0 for 2, looks like to your stats.
Yep. Actually, no, he's 1 for 2.
So that's
2.
a hit?
That's it, yeah, 1 for 2.
I couldn't tell what that was.
1 for 2, and he's another run that eventually came back. Yep. Trying to remember some of this correctly. Yeah. 1 for 2.
All right, well, bottom of the 4-2 out, curveball over the top. Uncle Charlie in for a strike. Oyer's got a nice breaking ball. We seen him last year as the Tigers played him up in the first pitch class. We were supposed to this year and got rained out.
Goes to show how long you've been around calling a curveball an Uncle Charlie.
Oh, that's old school.
That's some old school football. I mean, baseball lingo right there.
Yes, it is. And the old 12-6er, we used to call them off the table, where the ball breaks so sharp it looks like it just rolls right off the table. He's got a good one. There it is again. Swing and a miss, yeah. That one was so good it bit the dust before it got to the plate.
No balls, 2 strikes to Chase Ritchie.
Got to recognize that spin. But 8-3 here in the 4th as Streaks trail. Next inning, we'll send it back to Hank. Let him do inning number 5. I might stick around for inning number 6. Just depends on how hungry I am. They got cupcakes over here for senior night. I'm about ready to go steal one. There's the pitch. Fastball, ground ball to the left side. Up with it is Hirsch over to first, and Elliott's got it for out number 3. No runs, no hits, nobody left on after 4. 8-3 Huntsman.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Alrighty, back here at Piketon High School, T. Fred and Hayden Milliken. And it'll be top of the 5th, and back to Hayden it goes.
All right, real quick, I'd like to thank our sponsors: First National Bank, Botkin Hornback Funeral Home of Waverly, Kirchhoff Automotive, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. We got Barr, Throckmorton, and McDonald on deck. After Barr going back to the top of the order already, and these at-bats starting to pile on here for both sides. And score now, Huntington 8, Piketon 3. Another good inning by the Huntsmen, and Piketon still not able to respond, keeping it at an 8-3 score for now. So again, coming up here is going to be Cole Barr. He is a right fielder for Huntington in the 9 slot. And
Let me move that so you can see the defense.
Yep.
There you go.
So Barr in the right field for them. And so he comes back up here to bat. Boddicker again on the mound now. Going through a few different pitchers in this one. This is pitcher number 3. And Here's Boddicker with his pitch, and this is going to be a bunt. Going to be scooped up by Boddicker. Going to get it over to first base and can't hold on to it as Hannah drops in. There's going to be an error right there. Makes on the first following that error. So with that, Throckmorton coming up. One already on base for Huntington.
Well, they've had 3 errors since I've been here, and errors add up. Believe me, our team's been in that boat. And when you give teams extra outs, Hank, not good.
So again, Seth Throckmorton now. First offering coming here to Throckmorton. He is going to drop a little low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strike. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And this is going to be grounded over towards the third baseman. Going to throw it to first to Hannah. And, of course, Robert scoops it up and gives it over to Zach Hannah for out number 1. So there's an out right there. Huntington now with their first out. However, it looks like runner's going to advance to second base there. Barr is now on second. So 1 down for the Huntsmen. And now coming up next is going to be McDonald. And then Matt Jordan will follow that.
Yeah, nice play by Roberts there. A slow roller, and he got the out. Couldn't get the lead runner, but he got the out at first. So
first pitch coming here to McDonald, and it is going to be a little high. Ball 1. High and looked a little close as well. 1 ball, no strikes. The count. That pitch a little close for comfort. And throwing it over to second. They try to make the tag, but he slides back over in time, does Cole Barr.
A little pick-off play there. Trying to pick that runner off second.
So Barr remains on second base. In the pitch by Boddicker is going to be fouled.
It's mine. It's mine.
Fouled off.
Coming right at us,
I wouldn't
boys.
go that far.
Oh.
Didn't quite come to us.
I was going to make a play.
It was almost within Roberts' reach.
I was waiting for it to hit the top of the tent and go thud, but it didn't get there.
Yeah, almost within Roberts' reach, but he couldn't quite scoop that one up. And so it is going to be foul ball.
Boy, that sun looks good and feels good.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 by Boddicker is going to be fouled off.
Line foul. About took the head off
the
first
base
coach.
coach.
I've had a couple close calls down there at first this year. I don't
Never
move
got
as
hit
quick
yet?
as I used to. No, never have been hit.
Well, that's good, especially with some of the things you've had going on. Last thing you need is hit.
Especially when I'm carrying all the guys' junk they dump on me down there.
High and close, ball 2.
I know Nobby was saying he might give me a handbag to put around my neck so I can put all that stuff in they bring down to me.
Pitch coming. And it's going to drop a bit low. Went from a bit high to a bit low. And it's kind of weird how the sky looks right now. You've got the sun behind us, and you got the rain.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we made it most of the way through them. We've got 5 innings under us.
Yeah, I don't think the storm's on. It looks like it's on.
I think it'll hold long enough to get through
another
this.
Pick-off play. And
Pick-off play, and it goes through.
And the runner did not advance.
He had an opportunity there, but didn't go through with it.
Looks like, isn't Jackson over that way?
Jackson's over towards that direction, looks like. Jackson, Portsmouth, maybe even, if you go back to certain ways. If you stay on 23.
It's definitely dark as heck over there.
I dread to know what it's like back home right now. There's going to be a high fly ball in the right field, and it is going to drop. And looks like there's going to be a base hit. And now runners on first and third.
Well, nobody took charge on the pop-up there, and it was second baseman. Probably should have had it. But anyway.
How you marking that? An error?
No, it's a hit because nobody touched it. I mean, in
From
the pros
angle,
it would have been an error.
You had a better angle than that.
Yeah,
it was.
Williams went out on it, and the right fielder came in on it. That was the day, and nobody took charge, and it just dropped.
And we're now to Matt Jordan batting, and he's shaping up to bunt. There's going to be called strike.
Runner takes second on the pitch. So now runners at second and third.
Another fake out, and you've seen that earlier with Huntington at bat the last inning. Able to get a steal after a bunt there, and going to be fouled off. And that one almost hit Coach down on third base.
Yeah,
No coach is safe out there for Huntington right now.
The old fake bunt steal is what you were referring to the last inning there, and they show bunt as the hitter. He doesn't bunt, and the runners move up. It's a good play. We got it in our repertoire.
Pitch coming, and this is going to go in towards center field, and it's going to be scooped up by Buddy Wilson. And looks like runner going to advance home for Huntington. Yes, another one comes in.
Score.
And looks like another one in for Huntington as Barr comes in, and now it's going to be 9-3.
Sacrifice fly there for Jordan.
Another one scores, so again, 9-3 here on the top of the fifth.
Elliott.
And now we're to the first baseman, Braden Elliott. One of the many seniors for Huntington. Runner on third base. Ooh.
High and tight.
I'd say so. Ball one. One-oh, and there's going to be strike one. Evens out the count, one apiece. So now in 1 ball, 1 strike here to Elliott. Looks in for the 1-1 is Boddicker, and that was going to be outside. Ball 2. So now the count is 2-1. Pitch coming, and this is going to be, looks like they might try to make a play on this one, but they can't get it. It drops in foul.
Foul balls. Hannah and Dave was a good effort, but couldn't get to it.
2-2 with the sun shining bright out there as well. Probably wouldn't help with some of these outfield plays. Of course, that one was a foul ball, but I could see it coming into play. That sun is coming out good, so 2-2 the count. Pitch coming here, the 2-2. And this one is going to go all the way back towards Buddy Wilson again. And there is out number 3. So another run scored by the Huntsmen does lead to a 9-3 score. Had runner left on base. So heading into the bottom of the 5th inning with the Red Streaks coming to bat. It's Huntington 9, Piketon 3 here on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe. With 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch. You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here for the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Piketon RedStreaks coming up to bat. And Hayden Milliken, Tim Frederick here with you, and it looks like we are to Grayson Roberts, correct?
Yeah, Roberts, Fout, and Roberts.
There you go, Roberts, Fout, and Roberts. So Piketon coming up here, and a couple innings where they had opportunities to maybe cut into the lead, but nothing has come of it. Piketon's 3 runs have come in the first inning and have been on a dry spell since here in the 5th.
Yep.
So they're at 3 straight innings without runs, of course, not counting this one that we're about to go through. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, First National Bank, Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, Kirchhoff Automotive, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. So again, we're here to Grayson Roberts. We mentioned 2 Roberts, of course, later will be his twin brother Mason. Bottom half of the 5th inning. For those just tuning in here on the live stream, 9-3 the score. Huntington with a lead over the RedStreaks. And pitch coming here to lead off the bottom half of the inning and fouled back.
Uncle Charlie. Now, that blue 10 out there, you guys got a camera out there today?
That's where the center field camera
Okay,
is.
I thought it was. I was going to ask you.
That's not where the center field camera is. You can see both shots here on the stream right now. Of course, at bat right now again is Grayson Roberts. Fouled that one back, and 0-1 the count. Oh, you're looking in. Pitch coming. And that one went a little high. Ball one.
Yeah, he lost the grip on that curve ball.
So it looked like it was a curveball coming.
Yep.
And
Yeah, and it
didn't quite
slipped
get all
out.
of it. So the count is 1-1. A lot of the softball girls sticking around to watch this one. 1-1 coming, and there's going to be strike two. Gets it in there. Now 1-2 the count.
Good location on that fastball, knee high outside. Tough to hit.
So you're here. His 1-2 pitch coming to Roberts, and it's going to be fouled back. Count holds at 1-2. Again, following this, foul on deck. No outs here for those just tuning in. 1-2 the count. Just starting the bottom half of the 5th inning here at Piketon High School. Here comes Oyer's 1-2 in just a moment. 1-2, and looks like he gets
Base
it.
hit.
There's going to be a base hit by Grayson Roberts. Roberts gets on first, finds the opening there in left field. So there's going to be a base hit for Grayson Roberts.
Foul coming up. He struck out his last time.
Softball team here cheering on Piketon, and
good. Like to hear
make
the
some
noise.
Pumped up, I think, still after that run rule win for them.
Uh-huh.
The pitch coming here in a moment from Oyer, and foul at the plate for Piketon. And there's going to be strike one.
Starting them off with a first ball breaking ball.
No balls, one strike. The 0-1.
Hit him.
Hits him. Hits foul in the arm. So hit by pitch. Moves Grayson Roberts up to second. Wade fouled on first. And now Mason Roberts coming up.
Mason got on an error by the third baseman the last time.
Mason coming up, and that does now leave Kendon Day on deck. No outs for the Streaks, 2 on base.
Well, hey, got to make hay while you get a chance to make some hay.
A wide margin here, 9-3 the score. And the pitch by Oyer to Mason Roberts. This quarter for strike one.
Again, knee high. If he keeps it out there, it's going to be tough to hit.
Oyer considered one of the, if you look at some of the pitching statistics near the top of the board
Yeah,
in
he's a good
the
pitcher.
SVC.
Yeah, he's good.
And he's got some tough competition in the conference as well, might I add.
Oh, yeah.
Pitch coming, and this is going to be hit on, and
Error.
slide through it, an error.
They're loaded.
Bases loaded.
E6. Little tricky hop there. And
So-
the bases are jammed.
Now we got Mason
Day.
Roberts on, and Grayson on third, and Wade fouled at second.
And Coach Carroll coming out to talk to his pitcher, Mr. Oyer.
Not quite making a pitching change yet. Still warming up over there. But
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about Skyline Chili call to the bullpen yet.
I don't quite see it coming at the moment. And then, of course, now we got Day up, and then Boddicker will follow.
Well, he's questioning that the runner might have interfered with the shortstop fielding the ball there, but I did not see that at all. It looked like it hit the lip of the where the grass meets the dirt, Hank.
Uh-huh.
It took a funny hop, and I think it just come up on him, and he couldn't make the play.
They're questioning it and see what call they make here.
And they just told him it's not interference. Go sit down. Very boisterous crowd to our right.
The Piketon faithful showing their support for that call.
Well, we need a big hit here to get some jam going here.
And the pitch coming today, and this is going to be fouled back.
He was on it. They had a hit the last time.
Well, if anything, if they do get a foul ball back here, maybe you can get a souvenir, get them to sign it after the game.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm sitting pretty good in this chair. I ain't moving a whole lot.
Stiff as a board right now, huh?
Yeah.
Pitch coming, and the 0-1 is going to be ball one. 1-1.
Well, they got a big opportunity here, Hank, to do some damage.
1-1. Again, bases loaded for the RedStreaks. And the 1-1 coming today from Oyer, and a swing and a miss.
He's pitching him away. He's going to have to hit it the other way because he tried to pull that ball.
So now the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs here for the RedStreaks. Bases loaded. And Oyer's 1-2 coming. And that goes to the high for ball 2. 2-2.
Tried to get him with Uncle Charlie, but it stayed high. Oyer's, I don't know how many pitches he's thrown, Hank, but he looks like he's getting a little bit tired.
Well, he's been out there. He's pitched the entire game. Now going on 5 innings as well. We don't have the pitch count, but still 5 innings is a while sometimes, and there's strike 3.
There it was, out on the outside part of the plate.
So 1 down for Piketon. Boddicker up next. Now
Williams.
pitching for Piketon. He started off as designated hitter in place of Oliver, and of course Oliver was pitching, and then Oliver moved over to base, and now he's not playing at all. So Boddicker batting here. Oyer's first offering is going to be called ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, bases loaded for the Streaks, now with 1 down. And the 1-0 pitch coming, and that's going to go in for strike 1. He got that pitch.
Yeah, Boddicker thought it might have been a bit inside, but not according to the blue. Mr. Umpire says strike 1.
1-1 count. And this is going to be fouled off.
Fouled over right. Got to put it in play. The strikeout is not good here.
No, just a moment ago, a no-out situation. Already 1 down off of a strikeout from Oyer. Bases loaded. Defensively, it's good if you're Huntington.
Yep.
Pitch coming by Oyer and fouled off. Keeps the at-bat alive for a moment.
Staying alive.
Showing a heartbeat, and again, we got Williams waiting on deck, back down to the bottom of the order for Piketon after this. So then following that, we'll see what happens from there. But 1-2 the count here to Boddicker with the bases loaded for the Streaks. Pitch coming by Oyer, and it is going to be a grounder. It looks like they're going to try to get the play over to first base, and they do. Elliott is got him at first base, and a run comes in for the RedStreaks. 8-4, finally breaking their dry spell and getting a run in. Now 2 outs though, but 9-4, and they do get in another run.
Yep, fielder's choice on that play, but they put the ball in play and they got the run. So they need a big hit here to get a couple runs in.
Again, 9-4 with Williams batting now. Eli Williams. And if we still get past this, we'll go back to the top with Zach Hanna. There's going to be a strike.
Ball a little bit high in the zone there.
Gets the swing on it, but it's going to be no balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 coming by Oyer, and that one drops in.
Uncle Charlie. Made him buckle a little bit. He started that one on the left shoulder a little bit, and it came right in there. got a battle.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, and here's the pitch, and fouled back. So now, again, the count is no balls, 2 strikes. Runners on second and third for Piketon. And 9-4, the RedStreaks bringing in a run here in the 5th. Pitch coming, and that's going to go low in the dirt, and the pass ball's going to bring another run home. Slides in safe. Eric Brooms another one.
Fout scores.
Slides in safely, 9-5. Doing some damage here.
Yeah, a little bit. They need another one. Oh, they need a clutch 2-out hit here because they're still down by 4.
So following that wild pitch, count is 1-2. Was an 0-2 count, getting ball 1 off that wild pitch and a pass ball, advancing runner home. And now runner on third for Piketon, and there's going to be called ball 2.
Yeah, trying to hit that outside corner, and he didn't bite on it. Williams with the eagle eye.
Does bring up a 2-2 situation. 2 down. Pitch coming here, and this is going to be
that is a base hit.
And another run comes in for Piketon. This inning is not done yet. 9-6. Make that 3 runs for the RedStreaks in this inning. And
yes, sir.
Still going here. Now we go back to the top with Zach Hanna.
Yeah, Williams didn't hit it hard, but he hit it where they were not, and that's all that matters, baby. A clutch hit. And Hanna coming to the plate to try to do some more damage.
With Hanna up here, and this one getting interesting in the 5th.
Interesting, yes, sir.
9-6, runner on first base there. Williams on first. And again, the senior Zach Hanna once again coming to bat. Two down for the RedStreaks, but that's not let them deter. It has not deterred them. And the pitch has got
another hit.
Base hit.
Base hit the left.
2 straight base hits and advances Williams the second. Zach Hanna on first. And now coming up is Buddy Wilson. Continuing through the batting rotation with 2 down.
Well, that's a good piece of hitting. The ball was pitched to the outside edge, and Hanna went with a pitch and just lined it to left. So solid hit. Now it's Mr. Wilson's turn.
Another senior here. And you got to wonder, because you were talking about getting a little bit tired, you got to wonder how much longer they're going to have Oyer out there before they do go for a pitching change.
That's
Pitch
it.
coming, and is it going to go through? They're going to throw it over to first base to get Wilson out. So that one was reeled in by Elliott, and that will end the inning, but not before Piketon gets 3 runs, and there was 2 left on base. So as we head to the top of the 6th inning, the score is now Huntington 9, Piketon 6. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
9-6 the score. Huntington with a 3-run lead. Piketon getting 3 more runs in the bottom of the 5th. Real quick, we'd like to thank our sponsors, First National Bank, Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, Kirchhoff Automotive, Quick Stop Lube and Tire in Piketon, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. As we continue to rotate the innings, T. Fred, you've got the 6th, and Wade Fout now getting ready to pitch for Piketon.
Fouty coming in relief of Boddicker as We have seen Oliver, Hanna, Boddicker, and now Fout, and hopefully he can slow down the run production of the Huntsmen.
Pitcher number 4 for those doing the math at home for Piketon.
Yep. And it'll be Lowry, Hirsch, and Long for the Huntsmen here in top of inning number 6, and it is 9-6 Huntsmen. But that big inning by the Streaks with 3 runs has made it interesting now. And the sun comes out again. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, and you're talking, of course, about Piketon getting those 3 runs, and the remarkable part about that was it seemed like their backs were against the wall there for a moment with 2 outs, and they were able to bring in 3 runs with a 2-out situation. Now, Huntington get ready to come up to bat. Top half of the 6th inning again, 9-6 the score.
Lowry on the night is 0 for, well, I don't know what he did the first time, but since I've been here, he's 0 for 2. Or excuse me, 0 for 1 with a walk. I don't know what that is, big dog.
I think he might be 1 for 2. Because it looks like drew a line, so it was 1 for 2.
Yep.
He's 1 for 2.
I'm going to get you some new pens. Them things not writing very good.
I don't know if it's the pen or the person holding it. I'm actually leaning more towards the person holding the pen.
You might have to get you a scorekeeper.
I might have to hire some. I wonder if Baden Fuller's looking for work.
He might be if you see him, ask him.
Let's say I haven't seen him around here today. I have seen Bean had in some of these games. I haven't seen him here.
Oh, they got a new center fielder. I got to see who that is out there, ball 1. That is Zach Hanna now in center field. Roberts has moved to first. There's a fly ball to the right field. And Day, I think that's Day.
Yes.
Nope, 17. No. That's Gage Barker out there now. And for out number 1 as he makes the play, I was trying to get to see who all was in the lineup.
Barker coming in here.
F9.
Substitutions and hasn't seen any play time up to this point.
Boddicker is at third. So I'm checking the fielders out. Roberts at first, and there's another fly ball to center, and let's see who can make the play. Over comes Barker, and the lefty gloves it for out number 2.
2 up, 2 down.
We'll take it. Long the batter. Trying to see, I think it's the same left fielder. No, it's not. Foul is pitching, so. Can you see that number out there, Hank, in left
field? I have an idea, but I don't think it's right. So
we'll set, when it comes in, we'll check it out. Ball to the outside is. Everybody else has stayed at home. And
times like this, I wish Brian Berkheim were here just so I could borrow his binoculars.
No, it helps. Nice pitch as he nails the outside corner on Long. It's 1-1. This will be a big inning. If they can go 1, 2, 3 on the defensive part of it, the Streaks will be fired up when they come to bat. There's a ground ball, base hit the left field. And around first is number 14 Long with a base hit. Turn around. I still can't see that guy's number out there.
Number 8.
It's number 8. That's Day then. Day has went from right to left.
Yep, that's Day.
It looked like a single-digit number. Now we got the defense figured up, and now the batter is Hirsch with 1 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Breaking ball in the dirt, gets away. Right. As Foul has to recover it, as Roberts couldn't find the ball. He's looking everywhere except to the right. Somebody needs to scream, right, 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 and that way he'll look to the right. As the base runner Long moves up to second. This is a big out. You can't give him a run after having 2 outs, Hank.
2 down for the Huntsmen. 3-run lead for them in the 6th inning.
Foul checks and deals, throws it high and tight. Ball number 2. Yes. Henneberger, the batter.
Talking about a long one here, Freddie. Taking a look at the timer here. This one has been going on for 2 hours now.
2.5's about normal. Number 4 into the game. I don't know who.
I'll pull it up.
Pull it up and
That's
tell
why
us who
I
it
got the
is.
handy-dandy roster. Number 4 for Huntington is Andrew McKnight.
McKnight at second. As a pinch runner. As assistant Andy Roberts keeping the book today for the Streaks for Coach Teeters. Yeah, the outfield playing a little shallow, especially in center. So better not get a hold of one here. There could be trouble because they are shallow. There's a number through the middle. Up with it. High throw to first. Nice tag by Roberts. As Richie a little bit high, but he made the play. 6-3 is the putout. For out number 3, no runs on 1 hit, 1 left on, and after 5.5, 9-6 Huntington.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch. You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Already back here for the bottom half of the 6th. As the Big D's in the house. He's just checking over everybody. Is that it?
He just kind of randomly appeared. Like
Appeared.
this omnipotent being that just magically appears. And I don't know if someone said his name 3 times in a mirror, and now he just magically shows up.
Well, it could be.
It must be, but the score, of course, Freddie, before you take it back, is Huntington 9, Piketon 6. Able to get 3 outs and no more runs there, friends.
Yep.
So now Piketon with a big opportunity here.
There we go. Richie will start it off here in the bottom of the 6th. And Richie 1 for 3, according to my stats.
And I promised him I'd shout him out, but you know Ryan Volgamore and I called Chase Richie during basketball, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Red Hot Richie. That's what we called him.
Well, let's see if he stays hot with the bat. There's a ball to left field, but it's right at him.
I think it jinxed
and making the play is Jordan. So out number 1, ball struck well, but Richie gets the out. F7. It hit well, but not well enough. And Grayson Roberts to the plate. Grayson is 2 for, well, I don't know.
Grayson Roberts is, let's see, he's
2. There's a hit. He's got at least 2 hits that I can see, and he fouls off. As Oyer's still on the mound, as the bullpen continues. They got a lefty down there warming up.
Still having him warm up down there.
Oh, that's a different guy. 16's catching.
16's. I'll take a look down there while you're calling this. Go ahead and call this.
He's a lefty, whoever it is.
I don't know if maybe he's coming up next.
And here's the pitch outside, 1-1. I can't see Coach Teeters is in my road. I can't see the number.
I also cannot see due to Coach Teeters down there. Count is 1-1. Did you look at that? Looks like 20-something. I didn't get the other number.
Well, Roberts, right-handed stick, curveball, lashed to left field. It could be a hit. Nope, it stays up. And Jordan makes out number 2. So 2 balls to left field, hit pretty good, but both are outs. And now Fout will come to the plate. This has been a quick inning.
1-2 thus far.
On the stretch and the pitch. Curveball strike. Uncle Charlie being good for Mr. Oyer. But he's a good pitcher. And here comes the pitch. Another one. Yes, sir. Steady diet of hooks. And strike 2 is the call.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fout's got a battle now with the 0-2. Here comes the pitch. Fastball. Oh, I thought that was a little high, but backwards K for out number 3, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. And after 6 complete, 9-6, Huntington on top.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here at Piketon, 9-6 the score. The RedStreaks with a 3-run lead for the Huntsmen, and Huntington getting ready to come up to bat once again. Would like to thank our sponsors: First National Bank, Bodkin Hornback Funeral Home, Kirchhoff Automotive, Quick Stop Lube and Tire in Piketon, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. And well, I gotta give my hat over to T-Fred and thank him. He helped me over here a little bit here this evening. Now he's getting ready to take off. So I'm in to close for the 7th inning. So Wade Fowdigan pitching for the RedStreaks. With coming up to bat now is going to be Cole Barr. And then following that, going back to the top of the order with Throckmorton and McDonald following suit. So all the way back down to the bottom of the order once again. Piketon had an opportunity to cut into this lead, but however, it was a quick inning, and the score does hold at 9-6. Defensively, if you're Piketon, the one thing is trying to hold and for another inning. If you're Huntington, another run wouldn't hurt. And there's called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. The call here to Barr. Barr is, I believe, as we got it here, 2 for 3. And there's going to be called strike. So no balls, 2 strikes to count. And I look like he might have grazed that one a little bit. And the 0-2 coming from Fountain. There's strike 3. And Barr gets a K. He's struck out. And Throckmorton coming up next. Come down, 1 down already for Huntington. 1 down. So Seth Throckmorton here. He's already been struck out, and he also has a hit as well to his name. And that is going to be called ball. And question on that one people are asking is, was it really? Some people are wondering if that was a strike. The 1-0 coming to Throckmorton, and that one a little less debatable. That's ball 2. So the count is now 2 balls, no strikes. There's the count, 2-0. As the 2-0 pitch coming from Wade Fountain, a swing and a miss, strike 1. Again, 1 down here already. Piketon trailing by 3. Huntington with a 3-run lead. Pitch coming, and this one is going to be a fly ball in the center, and it is going to drop, and Throckmorton is going to make it on first base with a single. Fly ball, it drops, so Seth Throckmorton makes it on first base, and now McDonald coming to bat. 1 down for Huntington, 1 on base. Found the opening there with that fly ball. So now McDonald up coming. McDonald has been playing at center for this one. Piketon seeing more changes to the infield and outfield in comparison to Huntington. And here's the pitch coming, and this is going to be an attempt steal over to second base where Throckmorton will slide over safely. So Throckmorton moves up to second base. The count at the plate is 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch coming by Wade Fount. Looks over to second base, good eye. It's the Suns here, and hopefully this one holds long enough. Don't want to run out of daylight. This one been going on for over 2 hours we were talking about. This one's going to be fouled back, and Robert's not going to try to make a play on that. So the count is now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. McDonald at the plate. 1 down for the Huntsmen with Seth Throckmorton on second. Throws back over to second to Throckmorton, he's out! Throckmorton, that was a close one, and Seth Throckmorton tagged out. That is out number, that's another out. And another out called out number 2. So now 2 outs, nobody on base, and the count 1-1. Pitch McDonald, and that one's going to be high. 2-1. And the pitch coming by Wade Fount. And this one is going to go all the way towards center field, hustling for it, and all collides into one another. And running over to second base is McDonald. Oh, he got banged up. And McDonald gets a double. And we've got ourselves 2 red streaks down after that collision at center field. They ran into each other pretty hard. So they're tending over here, medical staff. Again, 2 outs for Huntington, and Buddy Wilson getting back up on his feet. Gets a round of applause, and a little banged up, but he's still out there. That was a hard hit. He's used to them from football. But again, McDonald does get a double. And once again, runner on second base. Matt Jordan will be coming up next for Huntington. Trainer still out in the right center. Looks like everyone getting back into position, and resume this one in just a second. With the left fielder Jordan getting ready to bat. Talking things over here with Coach Carroll real quick. Everyone back in position, so 9-6, 2 outs, runner on second. The pitch coming here, a foul trying to get over second base. He already tagged 1 out at second, but not to be again as McDonald gets back onto base safely. Hoping for the pickoff play. Pitch coming, and this one is going to be scooped up. Going to throw it over to first base, and there is out number 3. So no more runs by Huntington, and the score holds at 9-6 with the Red Streaks coming to bat in the bottom of the 7th. This is the Side of Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports. We'll be back in just a moment.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here in Piketon, where the Red Streaks avoid any more runs from the Huntington Huntsmen, and the score holds at 9-6. Andrew Oyer still on the mound pitching for the Huntsmen, though there are a couple pitchers warming up over in the bullpen, and we'll see if they actually get through to them or if they're just over there warming up. So we'll see if Oyer holds here in the 7th inning. And I think that's going to be almost completely dependent on how this drive goes for the Red Streaks, with Mason Roberts coming back up to bat here in the 7th. Following that will be Day and Boddicker. Trailing by 3 are the Piketon Red Streaks. And again, shout out to the softball team who's staying here, and almost the entire softball crew is still here, and man, they've been making noise. This is definitely a lively evening. And Andrew Oyer's first offering coming in just a moment to senior Mason Roberts. The pitch coming, and it's going to be a bit low and on the wild side, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. One 1-0 pitch coming by Oyer, and that's ball 2. That one just a little bit outside. 2-0 the count. And this 2-0 pitch coming from Oyer, ball 3. Coach Carroll looking on in the dugout, and they allow a walk. I think that might bring on a pitching change, or at least another step closer to it. Oyer's been out here for the entire contest. Piketon on the other with 4 pitchers, and there's ball 4. Roberts walks, runner on base, and here comes Coach Carroll. Talking things over now with Oyer, and I don't know, are they going for it? So again, 1 Red Streak on base. They talk things over, and does look like we might have ourselves a pitching change possibly. Yes.
Hey, we got cupcakes. Hit the ball, get a cupcake. Let's go.
And I think this is the case. Is Oyer? No. Okay. So Oyer is still pitching. Thought maybe we were going to have a pitching change, but looks like they're riding it out at the moment with Andrew Oyer. Runner on first off of that walk, Mason Roberts. And now we're to Day. Kendon Day at the plate. No outs, and trailing by 3 of the Red Streaks. And the pitch coming, and it's fouled back. Got a little bit of that one, fouls it back. No balls, 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike to Kendon Day. Runner on first, no outs for the Streaks. Here comes the pitch. Strike on.
Not you, not you. Hey, he gives you that again. Turn on it. Come on.
Strike two. 0-2 the count. And the pitch by Oyer, the 0-2, keeps the at-bat alive with a foul ball.
Hey, just miss, just miss. Straight back's good, straight back's good. Let's go right here. You decide, you decide.
So the count holds at 0-2. Going on 2.5 hours here in this one. The sun's starting to slowly come down. Pitch come by Oyer and a swing and a miss. Strike three. And there's the first out.
Hey, head up, head up. Come on, Tristan.
So Roberts will hold at first base. Kenton Day strikes out. And now coming up next is Tristan Boddicker. Played a little bit of pitcher and shifted to various positions. He finished off at third base. And the pitch by Oyer, and that one is going to go, it looks like it might be fouled, yes. Fouled off, 0-1 the count.
Hey, straighten that out here, straighten that out. Take it where the ball goes. Let's go. Hey, let's go 1-3.
The 0-1 by Oyer, and this is going to be a fly ball in left field, and it is going to be caught for out number 2. That one caught over there by Jordan.
Hey, let's go, Grillo.
So there's another out. Boddicker is out, and now with 2 outs, Eli Williams comes up to the plate. Trailing by 3 with a runner on base. An uphill battle coming for Piketon.
Come on, Grillo. Base it, let's go.
And the pitch coming to Williams and a swing and a miss. Strike one.
That's your one. Now we're even though you really don't choke us. Not a good idea.
So no balls, 1 strike. The count to Williams. The 0-1 by Oyer. And this is going to be in the left field, and is it going to drop? And no, out number 3, and that is the ball game. What a catch to end it. 9-6 the final score, and the Huntington Huntsmen have knocked off the Piketon RedStreaks, and what a catch there to close this one out. And the Huntington gets a 3-run win there. So again, the final score this evening, 9-6. And Piketon put up a valiant effort, especially near the end. And in the beginning, getting 3 runs, held a lead for a little bit over Huntington, but it wasn't to be. As for myself, again on Friday, softball with Eastern and Oak Hill. Next week, Waverly takes on Zane Trace, and that's the next time we'll have the Side of Valley Game of the Week. And by then, we'll have tournament draws to talk about. So for tonight, that's going to do it for us. For my stream operator, Julian Villarreal, for Corbin Wilbur, Dylan Euler, and T-Fred, who joined me for a little bit. This is Hayden Milliken again, 9-6 the final. Good night, and God bless.
Thanks for watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.